I see. And when you say warehouse, as someone who's just learning about the industry, is this like the supplier you work with to get your chems and this sort of thing?
Yes, so the one I go to, it used to be called Pool and Electrical Products, PEP, but they got
Yeah.
bought out by Home Depot for a lot of money, and now they are Heritage. That's what they're called.
Okay. Okay. And how often do you visit? And is it like a weekly thing and everyone loads up their truck on chems, or operationally, how do you manage your
Sure,
relationship with
sure.
your warehouse?
So it's a lot different now than it used to be because it used to be me coming in and buying stuff for my own accounts. And now it's my technicians coming in and buying the stuff. And so again, like I train them to treat the guys there like they're their best friends. And they are great guys. I have a lunch date with the general manager over in Indio and the general manager in Corona. Like I go to lunch with both of them on Tuesday. Like they're my friends now. But as far as answering your question goes, we probably go there 10, 15 times a week. During the summertime, it's 20 to 30 times a week, like cumulatively.
Yeah.
But I make sure I go there at least once a week or once every 2 weeks just to drop in. I don't even, a lot of the time I go there and I'm just going to talk to them. I go in there, see how they're doing, see how their kids are doing. Oh, you're getting married, aren't you? When's the wedding? Am I invited? Just hanging out with them. If they want me to buy them pizza, I buy them pizza, just making sure that I maintain that contact with them all the time. Even the guys that are in the back that you never see. I'm walking my ass all the way to the back of the warehouse, you know, talking smack to them, making fun of them. They're making fun of me. Yeah, what's up? Have a good day. See you later. And like that's I mean, it's pretty simple. You just be nice to people and they do things for you. Like it's the difference of if I know guys who are amazing at their jobs, but they treat the warehouse workers like crap. So anytime they need anything, the warehouse workers don't want to help them at all. So just being a good person, being nice, and they're nice to you, it's a pretty good trade-off.
And so, what sort of things do the warehouse workers help you with? Like, what are the benefits of building that relationship for maybe techs who are a little, uh, maybe not even rude, but more transactional with their supplier?
Transactional is
How might they
a very
benefit?
good word. Transactional is a good word. And I just to touch on that a little bit, I think the reason why a lot of guys get into this like transactional mode is because these warehouse guys, like they've been working there forever. And so when they see somebody who hasn't been in there very often, they're not going to like respond to your positivity the way that makes you want to keep being positive with them. So it's kind of a battle of like, well, that guy was kind of an asshole to me when I went in there. So I'm just going to go in there, get my stuff, and leave. It's like, dude, the world is not about you. Like, you have no idea what's going on there. You go in there every single time and you put on a happy face and you make them like you. Like, this is not, you don't get to go in there and be like, I know who I am. I'm better than these guys. They don't need to be rude to me. It's like, dude, that's not how the world works. You go in there, you put on your happy face and you play the game with them. And then once you start to see cracks in their demeanor and you start to get to know who they really are, well, great. That's how you win them over. Nothing should be strictly transactional because when you make something transactional, the relationship ends at the transaction. When you take it past transactional, well, that's when you open up a whole realm of possibilities. Like if two guys go in, one guy goes in and he has an incredible relationship with the guys, and he says, "Ah, man, do you think you could drop that like 10%? I really want to get this job sold, and can you drop it 10%?" If I go in there and ask that, I know they're going to say yes. But then if somebody comes at right behind me, is like, "Hey, man, I really need 5% discount on this." Like, no, sorry, that's it. It that's just how it works. But I don't want to. A lot of the time, the stuff they do for me, they actually audibly are like, "Hey, don't tell anybody we're doing this." And maybe that's their maybe they do it for a lot of people, and they just say that to also play the game that I'm talking about. But I like to feel like I'm special. I like they give me a gift at Christmas and they're like, please, we did not, because obviously they're not giving a gift at Christmas to every single customer that walks in there. But they got me, like 4 or 5 things for Christmas. It was great.
Yeah.
Obviously they're not doing that for everybody that comes in there. But the other thing is I bought him like $300 worth of beer for Christmas. I came in there with tequila, like I think it was like 250 beers, some gin, and I put it under their Christmas tree. And everybody in the warehouse comes to the
Yeah.
Christmas tree and we're all talking together for 20 minutes. Like you have to put in effort into your relationships, just like, you're putting in a relationship